Did you know the daughter of formerly enslaved parents became one of the most powerful women in U.S. history? An educator, presidential advisor, and founder of one of the most influential black organizations in the world? Stay with us, because the story of Mary McLeod Bethune is not just history. It's a masterclass in purpose, power, and persistence. Welcome to another deep dive into the life of a true trailblazer. Today we explore how Mary McLeod Bethune built an empire of hope and leadership for Black Americans. From dirt floors to the White House. This is a story of fierce determination, bold vision, and unstoppable faith. Mary McLeod Bethune was born in 1875 in Maysville, South Carolina, the 15th of 17 children in a family of formerly enslaved parents. Her childhood was spent picking cotton alongside her family. But even at a young age, Mary knew she was destined for something greater. One moment changed her life forever. She picked up a book, excited to learn, but was told by a white child, "You can't read that, you're colored." That rejection lit a fire inside her. She became obsessed with education, convinced that knowledge was the key to Black liberation. Mary was the only one of her siblings to attend school. She walked 5 miles each day to a mission school and later earned a scholarship to Scotia Seminary in North Carolina. She continued her studies at Moody Bible Institute in Chicago, dreaming of becoming a missionary in Africa. But racism blocked her path. She was told no mission would send a Black woman abroad. That door closed, but another opened. Instead of going overseas, she brought her mission home. Mary moved to Daytona, Florida, and in 1904, she founded a school for Black girls with only $1.50 to her name. No desks, no books, just determination. She used crates for chairs, collected scraps for chalkboards, and taught 5 girls during the day and cleaned at night. That school, Daytona Educational and Industrial School for Negro Girls, was the seed of something powerful. Her little school grew quickly. In 1923, it merged with the all-male Cookman Institute to become Bethune-Cookman College, one of the few places in the South where Black students could earn a degree. Mary wasn't just teaching. She was building leaders. Generations of Black girls found their voice because of her vision. But her work didn't stop in the classroom. Mary saw the need for a national movement. In 1935, she founded the National Council of Negro Women, an umbrella organization that brought together over 30 Black women's groups. Her goal was unity, power, and impact. She once said, "We have a powerful potential in our youth, and we must have the courage to change old ideas and practices." Her influence reached the highest levels of government. She became a close advisor to President Franklin D. Roosevelt and was the only Black woman in his Black cabinet. She used her voice to fight for jobs, civil rights, and education. She even played a key role in creating the foundation for what would become the modern civil rights movement. In 1945, Mary McLeod Bethune made history again as the only Black woman present at the founding conference of the United Nations. Think about that. A woman born just 10 years after the end of slavery, standing on the world stage, helping design the future of global human rights. But behind her triumphs were enormous struggles. Her schools were underfunded. She faced threats from white supremacists. Her movements were mocked. Even within the Black community, she sometimes faced opposition from those who doubted a woman could lead on that level. But Mary kept going. She raised money by touring the country, speaking in churches, meeting with donors, and inspiring people with her powerful message. Faith, not fear. she was also a mother. She married Albertus Bethune in 1898, and they had one son, Albert. Though their marriage ended in divorce, her commitment to her son and to generations of black children never wavered. Mary was known for her commanding presence, always dressed sharply, often carrying a cane, not because she needed it, but because it gave her authority. Her days were long, filled with meetings, speeches, and letters. But she also made time for her garden, gospel music, and reflection. She believed in soul care as much as she believed in hard work. Mary never sought wealth in the traditional sense, but what she built was more powerful than any fortune. Bethune-Cookman College became a $1 million institution. Her home in Daytona Beach is now a national historic landmark. While she didn't leave behind mansions or jewelry, she left a legacy of schools, organizations, and leaders. Her wealth was measured in the lives she changed. Still, her name was etched into history in a way money can't buy. She welcomed Eleanor Roosevelt to her school. She was a friend of presidents, yet never forgot her roots. In 1974, she was honored with a U.S. postage stamp. And in 2022, she became the first black person to represent any state in the U.S. Capitol Statuary Hall. A statue now stands in her honor, placed where few black women's voices have ever been heard. There are rare photos of her walking through her school's gardens, embracing students, standing tall with world leaders. In one of her last public messages, she left behind what she called her last will and testament. In it, she said, "I leave you love. I leave you hope. I leave you the challenge of developing confidence in one another. I leave you a thirst for education." Mary McLeod Bethune didn't just educate the next generation. She built them. She didn't just advise presidents. She challenged them. She didn't wait for permission. She made space for herself and for all of us. Her life reminds us that true power doesn't come from titles or wealth. It comes from purpose, from rising every day with a vision bigger than yourself. If her story inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. We've got more untold stories of black excellence coming, and you won't want to miss them. Let us know in the comments which legend you want us to explore next. Because when we know our history, we own our future.